A better connection with our sun would definitely improve our chances for survival in the coming years. There are alternatives to the convenience of energy concentrates. We can harvest intermittent sunlight energy and use it as needed. The electrical power from PV panels may be stored in batteries or sold through the grid. Heat generated from sunlight may also be stored and used as needed. A solar thermal controller is designed to pump heat into a storage facility when it becomes available. This is how differential controllers accomplish a net heat gain.
Okay, hello folks. Today we're going to talk about net heat gain from the sun. Okay, remember before we talked about the sun not necessarily being in direct, the sunlight intensity not being in direct proportion to the collector heat. Uh, like, for example, on a winter day, it could be a cold day and the wind's blowing, and it takes the collector a while to heat up. But the photovoltaic panel will start pumping out electricity right away as long as it has enough sunlight. So what can we do to increase our efficiency of collection rather than connecting our photovoltaic panel directly to our pump? What we can do is we can connect it to a differential controller like this. This is called a PV controller because it works directly with a PV panel. Now, so it has to go through this first. So it's not only does it need sufficient power from the sun, it also needs heat. So we have two probes. This probe goes to the storage tank, and this probe will go to the collector. Okay? And this, I told you before, this is the hot box, but so I got it to come on at a slightly lower temperature. It took the collector a little while to heat up, but you can see the collector is pretty hot because the red light is glowing, and the pump is on because the green light is on. Okay, anyway, this is how a PV controller works. The only problem with this controller is it's only good for up to 15 watts. There are other controllers that can handle up to 300 watts, and they can drive an AC or a DC pump.
Okay, now let's take a look at our basic differential controller that can handle AC or DC pumps up to 300 watts.
This is my favorite controller because it does all the essential things that a controller does do, and it's not too expensive. Also, it's very easy to hook up and it's very easy to adjust. We have it set up right over here. You can see on the wall here. And this is the storage probe, the white one, and this is the collector probe, the red one. Okay, and these are basically thermistors. So when we heat one of these probes up, the resistance goes down. Okay, right now you can see that the pump is off, and the reason that the pump is off is because both probes are at the same temperature. So let's heat up the collector probe and see what happens. When I heat this up, I want you to keep your eye on this red light. It should get brighter as we add more heat, and when it gets to a certain brightness and intensity, it'll turn the pump on. Right now the differential is set to about 30 degrees. So when the collector probe is 30 degrees higher than the storage probe, the pump should come on. Let's see if it works. Alright, it's getting brighter. That's good. Brighter, brighter. Alright, so the pump just came on. Can you see the pump working? Okay. So the pump came on. Now the collector probe is starting to cool down. Now keep an eye on the red light and you'll see that, yeah, eventually it came off. But there's still plenty of heat left in the collector. So you might not like that setting. so we can adjust it to a lower setting. See, and the pump still comes on at a lower setting. So it's taking that extra heat out. So the reason for this adjustment, this is a very simple adjustment for a differential controller. All you have to remember is that if you turn the differential pot counterclockwise, it maximizes the heat collection, but it minimizes the energy conservation. If you want to conserve the energy that it takes to run the pump, you turn it more clockwise. So this is up to the user to decide where they want to set this. If you don't have much power, you'll set it clockwise. Anyway, that's the idea of a basic differential controller and controllers in general. Anyway, if you want more information about this basic differential controller and many other solar applications, visit my website, JC Solar Homes. Anyway, thank you very much for your time and have a nice sunny day. Bye-bye, folks.